bossy when you're ready.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I'm back with another reading. It's going to be a bit of a sensual one tonight. I am getting a very clear message here about you, Divine Feminine, and it's in regards to the way that you're interacting with your Divine Masculine, okay? I feel like you're calling the shots in his world, okay? This world of his. It is you. You're calling the shots, and he enjoys giving you what you want, or making you happy, or making you smile. I feel like there's a lot of trust as well that's developing. I know we've been talking a lot about the Get to Know Each Other card in the Romance Angel Oracle deck, where the bond is deepening between you two, okay? And there's a lot of trust developing as well. And I feel like you've got them wrapped around your fingers, and I feel like they are willing again to just give you whatever it is you want. Because guys, the thing that I'm hearing for some of you is like I see someone that's staying over the night, and it's like, no, I can't, I gotta go, but then they end up staying the night. Or like for some of you, you might be at a distance and your masculine comes to see you from out of town, and they're like, no, like I gotta catch this flight back or this train back or whatever the case is. And you know, you might tell them not to, and then they end up staying an extra day. Or somebody's like, I can't call in sick to work. Like, no, I can't. And then they end up calling in sick to work. Like stuff like that I'm seeing. Like you have them wrapped around their finger. You're calling the shots. And this is about catching up as well. Like I do see two people who definitely spending a lot of time together, being physically intimate. And it's about closeness. It's about catching up. It's about missing each other, catching up on lost time, okay? But right now they want to give you whatever it is you want, but I do see a lot of that where it's like you just want time with them. So it's like even though they know they got to be somewhere or go somewhere really important, they're willing to cancel that or put their plans on hold just for you. So let's see what's brewing between you two, okay? What is further developing between you two with all of this bonding, okay, as you get to know one another, okay? So we have free yourself. It's time for you both to take back control of your lives. This connection as well may be showing you that, or this bonding with one another, you know, believe it or not, but it's actually, you know, empowering both of you or making you feel love. That's why there may be this intense desire to be together. I feel like Divine Feminine, that's why you may be calling the shots, is because you know that you do bring that to the table, this healing energy, the need to be with them or take care of them on some kind of emotional or spiritual level. Like I'm hearing you two, when it's time to be intimate, like you really know what the other wants, okay? And I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines love that you know what you want yourself, and you're not afraid to share that with them, okay? And this is true love. I feel like this time that's destined for the both of you right now is really meant for giving in, okay? Giving in to your heart's desires at this time. But they're really interested in just making you happy. There might be a lot of deep conversations as well going on as you two are bonding with one another, okay? Giving this relationship a chance, taking things slow. And I do feel like there are things coming up as well where you guys might sense that you want more freedom in your own lives, or you want to take back control in some way. I do feel like, you know, even some of the last readings that have been coming up with the Divine Masculines feeling like, you know, their hands are tied right now in this situation with you, Divine Feminine. They can't go anywhere. You know, we channel that message about them just kind of feeling lost in your energy. I mean, they're here to invest in this at this time, and there may be a lot of deep intimacy going on between you two. And as this deep intimacy occurs, you guys are opening up with one another and revealing like deeper parts of yourselves. And I think that freeing yourself and maybe making space for this to grow somehow is on the table, or it's up for discussion, because you both continuously want to give this a chance. Like the thing I'm hearing is like when you guys are apart, like you long for one another. The day's not the same. It's like you've spent too much time with one another bonding already for it to go back to a connection where you guys see each other only sometimes. And that's what keeps you guys wanting to give this a chance, or it's part of many of your Divine Masculines like wanting to give you what makes you happy. And part of it's been this is this whole thing was worth waiting for. That's why they want to show up for you, either romantically or I just keep hearing like, you call all the shots, tell me what you want and I'll give it to you. But part of this bonding and true love is you actually telling them what you want, Divine Feminine. Okay, you're worth waiting for. They want you to know that everything that you two are experiencing now, they've waited for, you've waited for. It's perfectly aligned at this time. You're definitely calling the shots. Maybe, you know, it was all of this self-love, loving on yourself first, putting yourself in a position to call the shots. Okay, there is nothing that you want from this masculine that you can't give to yourself, and that's exactly why they want to give it to you. You know, and more so, like, it has a lot more to do with material thing. It has a lot more to do with than material things. Like, I feel like, you know, for many of you, giving to this connection, it means a lot of your divine masculine showing up, like, emotionally, showing you that they choose you. That's why I'm saying, like, somebody's like not like they don't care about being responsible right now. They're calling in sick to work, or they're missing that flight, they're missing that train, like whatever it is, they just want to give the relationship with you a chance. Like, you're in this new energy, Divine Feminine. You're so worth it. You're calling the shots. You have them wrapped around your finger. Okay, your spiritual growth is really attractive right now. Okay, they know that you've been through a hell of a lot on this journey, and you're calling the shots in your own life. You know, that's why they want a place, because they know that you're not afraid to maybe move forward or walk away or just maybe give something else a chance. You know, your energy is just fast paced, it's fast moving, but they definitely know that you're holding space for them and they want to show up. Okay, you might be in this very flirtatious energy as well, and they don't want it to go anywhere else. They want it all to themselves. Okay, I'm going to get some of your energy and just see how it is they see you at this time, okay? Because it looks like you've done, you know, quite a lot of spiritual growth as well. Okay, loving on yourself first. They know this is worth waiting for. Why are you calling the shots in their world? Okay, because they're tired of being away from you. You're all they want at this time. They know that you have them wrapped around your finger. Like, they're frustrated at this point. Okay, this is a card of, I just feel immature energy out the window. They have to express themselves. They have to give this a chance. There's no more imagining it or fantasizing about it. It's time to really bring themselves forward here, free themselves. This is probably the energy that they're meant to free themselves from and take back control of their lives. Many of your masculines are having to express, give in, surrender to this love, and this is part of the journey with you as well, where they give you a lot of that validation that many of them like, they're in this, they believe in this journey as much as you do. The justice is happening for a lot of you who have invested time, like, into the healing, into the spiritual development. Your love life is being affected by your spiritual upbringing or your spiritual path. Okay, justice is coming through for a lot of you who you're going to see your divine masculines are the ones now that, like, they want to do everything possible to nurture this because they're having the twin flame epiphany. They're having the breakthroughs on their own spiritual path. A lot of them don't want to be without you. There's a sense of magic. There's a sense of, you know, really ascension, like spiritual awakening. When I'm around you, like, things just go better for me. I feel, you know, more in touch with myself. The intimacy, I can't get enough of the intimacy. For a lot of you, I mean, they've held back for so long and they're done holding back. This has been worth waiting for a long time, and now is when they want to just give it a chance. Maybe giving this a chance and being wrapped around your finger has a lot to do with doing things your way. And many of you as well in the divine feminine energy, I feel you standing within your own power more. You know, like with extending your lighthearted energy to others, I feel like a lot of you aren't just tied down to, you know, this energy with your divine masculines. That's why many of them want to just give you whatever it is you want, because you know your worth, right? A lot of you aren't chasing any sort of outcome. And for the first time ever, you're getting a chance to experience the journey with your divine masculines without resistance. It's like you finally are feeling like, wow, this was actually worth waiting for, because it's nice to see them just giving so generously to the connection. I feel like A lot of you are seeing 717 paired up with 1111, and that's the justice here. That's for investing into the journey, even during the moments when you felt like you were lost, or you might have felt just as frustrated as the Divine Masculine about this coming together, or maybe even just holding space for your Divine Masculine altogether. A lot of you wanted to throw in the towel or give up in some way, or you really just wanted to leave this journey behind and this whole twin flame experience altogether. You just wanted to drop it. But I feel like as you were just right at the cusp of doing that, that's when many of you received either that communication or that validation from a lot of your Divine Masculines, where, you know, they're coming in closer than they ever have before. You know, right now is a time of many of you stepping into your power, your self-worth, not being afraid to lose the connection or have it transform in any way. And I feel like that's when a lot of you are seeing this true love, you know, develop in ways that it hasn't in the past. Many of you would experience a lot of excitement and then it would end in stagnation. I feel like there's no more stagnation. Yeah, many of your Divine Masculines are letting you know that they are here to stay. They're here to hear you out in some way. It's because a lot of you you're really embodying the Empress energy. And what I mean by that is, like, you've really mastered all the energy of the queens. You are everything that they desire. There's nowhere else to go. That's why I channeled that message about them being stuck in the maze. They just need time to sit down and surrender to the fact that they now want to pursue this. As scary as it might seem, a lot of the obstacles that were perceived in the way before, none of it matters anymore. That's why a lot of the karmic situations are slowly but surely crumbling, because, you know, the spark is not the same. Once you connect with your Divine Feminine, that's it. They automatically get into this energy of just wanting to serve you, because they realize the more abundant you are, the more they feel it, the more magic happens in their life as well. And they see you as the most abundant thing that they have ever come across, that they've ever seen. I just shared a reading on that. You're the most sensual woman that they've ever come across. You know, check out that reading if you guys are guided to. But I mean, this is what it's about, this whole 10 of Pentacles energy. You're already in that 10 of Pentacles energy. There's nothing that they can give you that you can't give yourself. So it all of it boils down to many of your masculines showing up. And it's out of just sheer chemistry, attraction, lighthearted energy, that flirt card, that this chemistry is building upon. And they've never experienced anything like that. A lot of their karmic situations were filled with just karmic energies wanting them to provide, or it had a lot to do with just, you know, money, resources, you know, an image. But with you, they felt that true love. I think the true love card showed up here in this deck. That's why they can't help but want to serve you, right? Because by serving you, gosh, what you dish out back in return, Divine Feminine, many of them were longing for that. That's why I shared all those readings about a lot of them. It was coming to the surface in many of their karmic situations that it's like behind the scenes, there was no passion, there was no love, sleeping in separate bedrooms, people who travel all the time, leaving one another. You know, this is why many of you were sent to your Divine Masculines. It's because a lot of them had so much love to give, just giving it in the wrong places. And I feel like that was probably a built-up pattern ever since they were younger. It was like a wound that they were attached to, really always wanting that validation, just never choosing the right mate. You know, and I feel like they didn't have to choose you. You literally were assigned to them. You know, and for a long time, you know, they didn't know how to believe that that was true. But the steadiness, the consistency, it has them over the moon for you. Now they see you as a gift because of that consistency. Over the moon for you. Absolutely over the moon for you. Always have, always been. Even when they were in this immature energy of like even in the separation, guys, like they never stopped trying to reach out and communicate and watch you and spy and always keep tabs on you and always try to figure you out, you know, but they needed to take better control, you know, of their lives. I think that for the both of you, you needed to do that in similar ways, mirroring. But, you know, you definitely took this assignment seriously in terms of your spiritual, like the spiritual path that you were on. A lot of you went on this whole time out, and now they see you as just like, you know, absolutely pure. I talked about that, where a lot of you were coming out of that celibacy energy, and you know, it's really hard to resist you. You're standing in your self-worth. You're standing in that, you know, self-respect energy as well. And so a lot of them are just clearly letting you know, like, you're calling all the shots here, Divine Feminine, okay? And they love giving you what you want. It's just about, now stating that, now standing in your own power, because I do feel like, for many of you, what is coming up is a lot more communication. You are the Queen of Wands in his eyes. You're the sexiest thing he's ever seen, and he just wants to give and provide for you. I feel like there is commitment now, and I think that a big part of this message is to stay in your own power, because a lot of them are going to come in and hot and heavy, and because you're in this Queen of Wands energy, they're going to be tempted to come in and conquer as well. But state what you want, and don't be afraid to lose their energy if they want to ghost or go in and out. But I can assure you guys, ain't none of that happening anymore, because you guys are so in your own power. If they won't step up to the plate, believe me, there's another suitor that can match them right where it is they are, that's going to step up, and you guys are going to be just as mesmerized. That's just how the journey is going for some of you. Okay, and they don't want anybody to take that place of serving you, because when you are being served and being well taken care of, Divine Feminine, your abundance just goes over the moon. You're overflowing in abundance. That's what this masculine is realizing. You are a gift, and the more he takes care of you and nurtures you, you're just overflowing with coins, abundance, health, wealth, fertility, just absolutely overflowing with love, tenderness, sensuality, passion. And he can't get enough of it. He's like, holy smokes, all I gotta do is just nurture this. And for many of you, they want to come in with that intimacy so bad, okay? And I'm telling you guys, they are gonna slow it right down and absolutely blow your mind when it comes to taking care of all of your needs, okay, guys? So all right, that is what I have for that one. If you guys would like to do a personal session with me, don't be afraid to reach out on Hipsy or Wizio. All of the links are in my bio. And if you guys do like some of these more sensual readings, check out the links in the membership section. Okay, I do have a tier that introduces some of the readings. And if you guys like what you see, go ahead and hit the extended membership section. Okay, there's quite a juicy little library I've created over there, okay? Especially if you guys liked the ending to this one, all right? Anyways, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one, okay? Have a great night. Bye.